Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we are absolutely cutting through the noise on what has to be the biggest dash cam release of the year.
Oh, for sure. The Viofo A229 Pro.
That's the one. And Viofo seems to have just, I don't know, reset the entire conversation around what a high-end camera should even be.
They really have. I mean, we're talking a full three-channel setup. That's 4K in the front, 2K in the rear, and you've even got an interior infrared camera.
So you're getting that full 360 coverage,
Yeah.
plus all the modern bells and whistles like 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi, voice controls.
Right, but all of that is secondary. The entire conversation, I mean, all of it, boils down to two words: dual Starvis 2.
Exactly. Sony's Starvis 2 tech just dominated the headlines. So our mission for you today is pretty simple.
Does the A229 Pro actually deliver? Can you really read a license plate at night with this thing?
Or is it just, brilliant marketing dressed up to look like a breakthrough in optics?
And what's so fascinating is the technical leap is real. This is not just marketing spin. Yeah, reviewers across the board confirm it. We're seeing way better low-light license plate capture. The dynamic range is excellent, which is the key thing.
Right, that stops the oncoming headlights from just blowing out the image of the car in front.
Precisely. You can actually see the plate instead of just a white glare.
But wait a second, if the front sensor is 4K, why are some of the sources saying the 2K rear sensor is the real game changer here? I mean, isn't 4K always better?
Not necessarily. It's about the sensor generation, not just the raw pixel count.
Yeah.
That rear Starvis 2 sensor is a massive, massive improvement over older designs.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, a lot of companies treat the back camera as this cheap, afterthought. But here, the dual setup is what finally gives you reliable, usable footage at night from both angles, not just the front.
Okay, so the footage is undeniable, the tech is legit, but here comes the reality check. That quality has to come at a cost. I don't just mean money. Where does this dream of a perfect, seamless experience start to, well, fall apart?
It falls apart in the setup. For instance, if you want that essential parking mode feature.
Which is, the whole point for a lot of people.
Of course. To get it to monitor your car when it's off, you have to buy and install the optional Hardwire HK4 kit. It's a whole separate wiring bundle that you have to plug into your car's fuse box.
So definitely not plug and play.
Not at all.
And I'm guessing that leads right into what the community seems to be calling the firmware patience requirement. Viofo has launched great hardware before. Is this setup genuinely harder or just more of the same?
It feels like it's compounded this time. The issues people are flagging in forums go way beyond just a tricky installation.
Like what?
Well, people are wrestling with things like a super sensitive parking mode that thinks a gust of wind is a hit and run, or really confusing file timestamps.
Oh, I think I saw that one.
Yeah, one user joked they spent a whole afternoon trying to fix the timestamps, convinced their camera was permanently living in 2005. You actually have to dive deep into the menus and manually tweak bitrate settings to get stable recording.
So the bottom line is, what? The A229 Pro is a technical champion, but you really have to earn that quality.
That's it, exactly. If you are a tweaker, someone who loves getting into menus and prioritizing that raw image quality over everything else, the performance is unmatched. But if you want a simple plug-and-play camera for parking monitoring and you don't want any setup headaches, you should probably skip this one. It demands your attention.
So to sum up our deep dive, the Viofo A229 Pro gives you absolutely best-in-class image quality day and night, thanks to those leading dual sensors.
But you should expect to spend extra on hardware and to face some real configuration challenges if you want those advanced features to work reliably.
And that really raises an important question for you to think about.
Since this camera requires so much patience and deep menu configuration just to reliably capture evidence, is best-in-class hardware really worth the trouble if the software demands your constant attention?
Something to mull over. We'll catch you next time for the deep dive.